Hi everyone, welcome back sa aking channel, GTR Math Tutorial. So in today's video, I will discuss application ng algebra, so work problem. So karaniwang makikita nyo ang work problem sa licensure examination for teachers, sa civil service, or sa entrance examination para sa college. Okay, so karaniwan merong ganitong problem. Okay, so simulan na natin. So number 1, if Joe can paint a house in 6 hours and Sam can paint the same house in 8 hours, how long does it take them to do it working together? So ang choices natin, 3 hours, 3 and 3 over 7 hours, 4 hours, 4 and 1/2 hours. So sa work problem, laging yung sagot dapat dyan ay mas maliit dapat kasi nagtulong sila. So kunin natin yung mga rate nila. So if Joe can paint the house in 6 hours, so ito yung rate ni Joe, and Sam can paint the same house in 8 hours. How long does it take them to do it working together? So pag nagtulong sila, syempre, liliit dapat yung time nila. So 6 hours and 8 hours. So ganito yung technique kapag meron choices. So minsan, pwede nyo nang hindi i-solve yan, sa choices pa lang, makukuha nyo na yung sagot. So halimbawa kung so estimate natin kung ano yung pwedeng maging sagot dito. So halimbawa ang rate ni Joe at ni Sam ay parehas 6 hours. So kung ang rate nila ay parehas na 6 hours, matatapos nila yung work dahil parehas sila ng rate 6 hours. Syempre hatiin lang natin 'yon. So kung parehas 6 hours ang rate nila, matatapos nila ng kalahati, 3 hours na lang 'yan. Okay? So kapag ang rate naman nila ay parehas 8 hours, kalahati ng 8 hours dahil parehas sila ng rate, so magiging 4 hours dahil parehas silang 8 hours, kalahati ulit. So kita nyo dito pa lang sa technique na ito, pwede na natin hindi i-solve yan. Siyempre, nagtulong sila 6 and 8. Pag parehas 6, ang sagot ay 3, parehas 8, ang sagot ay 4 hours. So therefore, pag nagtulong yung 6 and 8, ang sagot niyan ay nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. Okay? So 3 and 4. Ano ba yung nasa 3 and 4 lang? So ito na agad yung sagot natin, letter B. So ganyan yung technique kapag may mga choices, kagaya nga sa LET, sa civil service, at saka sa entrance examination. So pag ganito yung mga choices, ang sagot na automatic dyan is letter B kasi nasa pagitan dapat ng 3 and 4. Okay, so pwede natin i-draw, bago natin i-solve yan, bago i-solve natin gamit ang formula, pakita muna natin yung graphical representation niya. Paano natin makukuha yung, ito yung sagot dyan, 3 and 3 over 7 hours, or nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. So pwede natin i-drawing yan. Drawing lang kayo ng isang buo. O pwedeng one whole kasi, pwedeng i-represent natin as circle, pwede rin namang bar, kagaya na itong gagawin ko dito. So ito yung example natin. Kunwari ito yung bahay. So syempre hindi naman ganito yung bahay. Basta ito yung work na tatapusin nila. Si Joe, kaya daw niyang tapusin in 6 hours. So hatiin natin to sa 6. So hatiin natin sa gitna. So assume na lang natin na pantay yan. So itong isa, ito kay Joe, ito kay Sam. So 6 hours, so ibig sabihin hatiin natin sa 3. So medyo hindi pantay, basta kunwari na lang pantay. Yan, so 6 hours. Tapos si Joe naman ay 8 hours. Okay, so hatiin lang natin sa gitna, tapos sa gitna ulit. Ayan, so papakita lang natin kung paano yung mangyayari na nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. So tapos, i-shade natin bawat araw. Kasi si Joe nga 6 hours. So ibig sabihin, ito yung first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, tapos na, kompleto na. Tapos si Sam naman, so ganun nga, 1/8 sa bawat araw ay 1/8. So sa pang 8 day, tapos na. Dahil nagtulong sila, so pwede natin, shade muna natin to first day. Ito ang natapos ni Joe. Siyempre si Sam naman nagsimula dito sa dulo. Ayan, ito yung first day ni Sam. Tapos pagsasamahin natin, so nandito na yun, nandito na siya. So, second day, ito na yung matatapos ni Joe. Kay Sam naman, ito. Pag pinagsama natin, nandito na siya. So, we have third day. Ito na kay Joe. Ito naman yung yung kay Sam. So, pag pinagsama natin, eto, nilagay natin dito. So, ang nagawa na nila, sa loob ng 3 days, ito na yung nagawa nila. Okay? So, kita nyo na. So, itong part na to, ito na lang yung natitira. So, syempre, kulang na sa isang araw yan dahil ang isang araw ninyo tapos na dito eh. Hanggang dito na nga lang. Tutulong pa si Sam. Okay? So, therefore, nasa pagitan siya ng 3 and 4. Okay? So, ayan yung graphical representation. Nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. So, shade lang natin. Okay, so ito na yung formula para sa pagsasolve nito. Okay? So, ayan, pinakita lang natin. So, again, ito yung technique. So, kunin nyo yung kalahati ng dalawang given, 6 and 8, 3 and 4. So, ang sagot dapat ay nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. So, hanapin nyo sa choices kung ano yung nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. So, pag ganito ang given, huwag nyo lang isolve yan. Matik, ito lang ang sagot natin, letter B. Dahil ito lang ang nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4. So, yun lang isang technique lang para may mga cases na ganyan sa mga exam. So, tatipid kayo ng oras. Hindi na kayo magsasolve. Okay, so kaya minsan importante yung mga choices. Tingnan lang ang mga choices. Pwedeng mag-elimination naman agad tayo. Okay, so ang formula para sa word problem ay 1 over kahit anong variable. So let's say A plus 1 over B equals 1 over T. So A is the rate of the first person. B is the rate of the second person. Rate ni Joe is A. Rate ni Sam, B, equals 1 over T. Kaya T ang ginamit ko for together or yung time kasi. So ito yung formula na ginagamit or ang isa pang formula, equal naman siya sa 1. Pwedeng ganito rin siya. Parehas lang naman yan dito. So we have T time ni first person over A plus time ni second person over the rate equals 1. Kaya siya 1 dahil yung 1 ibig sabihin yung buong trabaho. So kahit alin dito sa dalawa pwede natin gamitin. Karaniwan natin yung ginagamit kasi mas madaling tandaan, puro 1 lang siya. 1 over yung rate. Ito naman, yung time over A, parehas lang din naman to. Kapag ang time ni A at B ay parehas, so parehas lang yan dito. Okay? So kahit alin dyan, pwede natin gamitin. So let lang tayo, ang A ay si Joe, ang B ay si Sam, tapos yung T ay together, so substitute lang natin, makukuha na natin yung answer. So substitute, ang rate ni A ay 6, so 1 over 6. Ang kaya niyang gawin sa isang oras, 1 over 6. Plus si Sam ay 1 over 8 equals together nila 1 over T. Or using this, parehas lang yan. Okay? So para mas madaling tandaan, ito na yung gamitin natin. Pero may time na mas madali itong isa. Okay, mamaya papakita yung example. Okay, so just solve for T. So, multiply by the LCD, 6, 8, and 4. So, ano ang LCD niyan? Ang LCD ay equal to 24. 24T. So, multiply lahat sa 24T para mawala ang denominator natin. So, multiply both sides by 24T. So, we have 1, 6 plus 1, 8 equals 1 over T times 24T. Okay, so 24, i-divide muna natin. 24 divided by 6. So that is equal to 4 times T. So we have 40 plus 24 divided by 8. So that is 3 times 1. So we have 3T is equal to cancel out T. So 24 times 1, we have 24. Then 40, combine 40 plus 3T. We have 7T is equal to 24. So finally, divide both sides by 7. Okay, so 7 divided by 7. So that is 1. So therefore, T is equal to, just convert in decimal or mixed number. So 24 divided by 7, we have 3. And then remainder of 3. So 3 and 3 over 7 hours. Okay, so therefore the answer is letter B, 3 and 3 over 7 hours. Or kung ang nasa choices ay decimal, so gawin nyo lang decimal yan, divide nyo lang 24 over 7. Okay, so ganyan lang kasimple mag-solve ng word problem. Okay, next example. Okay, number 2. So, Joey can build a large shed in 10 days, less than Peter. If they build it together, it would take them 12 days. So, how long would it take each of them working alone? So, dalawang hinahanap dito parehas na rate nila. How long would it take each of them? So, hinahanap natin ang rate ni Joey and then rate ni Peter. So, wala na tayong choices sa ngayon. Dalawa yung hinahanap natin. So, pinakita ko lang yung kanina may choices para alam nyo na agad pag in-estimate. Okay? So, number 2, nabasa ko na ba't inulit pa. So, kunin muna natin yung mga rate nila. Okay, so yung mga rate nila, so sulat natin. So, we have for Joey, for Peter, and then together. So, assign tayo ng variable para dun sa unknown. So, Joey can build a large shed in 10 days. 10 days less than Peter. Okay? Mas mababa ng 10 sa rate ni Peter. So, if they build it together, it would take them 12 days. So, in 12 days, yun yung together. Okay? So, together, 12 sila. Tapos, si Joey, 10 days less than Peter. Hindi natin alam ang rate ni Peter. So, therefore, let X be the rate of Peter. Okay? And then, Joey is 10 days less. So, therefore, this is X minus 10. Okay? So, yan na ang mga rate natin. So, just substitute lang sa formula. So, ang formula natin, di ba? 1 over rate ni Joey plus 1 over rate ni Peter equals, the rate together is 1 over 12. Okay, so therefore our working equation is 1 over x minus 10 plus 1 over x equals 1 over 12. And just solve for x. Okay, solve for x. So all we have to do now is multiply by the LCD. So ang LCD ng x minus 10, x and 12 ay i-multiply nyo lang yung tatlo. Okay, so LCD is 12x times x minus 10. So multiply lang natin both sides by the LCD. So we have LCD is 12x times x minus 10. Okay, so multiply lang natin both sides. The equation, so just copy 1 over x minus 10 plus 1 over x equals 1 over 12. So multiply by the LCD, ayan, so yung LCD natin, 12x, and then x minus 10. Okay, so, multiply lang natin. Then, just simplify, solve for x, so we have, divide this to this term, so cancel out x minus 10, so the remaining term is 12x. Plus, divide by 1 over x, so cancel out x, so matitira is 12 times x minus 10. Equals, so cancel out 12, so the remaining term is 1, don't need to write 1, so we have x times x minus 10. Then simplify. So simplify, distribute 12 to x minus 10, distribute x to x minus 10. So we have 12x plus 12 times x, we have 12x, 12 times negative 10, we have negative 120, equals x times x, so we have x squared, x times negative 10, we have negative 10x. So, combine like terms. So, kung mapapansin nyo, nagkaroon tayo ng x squared. So, therefore, quadratic na ito. So, simplify. Combine like terms, 12x plus 12x. So, we have 24x minus 120 equals x squared minus 10x. Since we have quadratic expression or that quadratic equation, lipat natin lahat sa right side. Dito lahat, then left side gawin natin 0. Okay? So, dito lahat yan. So, kailangan maging 0 ito para mas madaling isolve, ano? So, lipat natin lahat dito. So, minus 24x to both sides. So, minus 24x. Tapat na natin dito. We have kabaligtaran, positive 120. So that this will be 0. Okay, then we have plus 120. So, therefore, we have x squared minus 10x minus 24. So, we have minus 34x plus 120. And then now solve by factoring. So solve na natin by factoring. So therefore, we have 0 equals, so ang factor niya, trinomial yan. So factor ng x squared ay x and x. Then factors of 120 such that the sum is negative 34. Ito na yun. Okay? Or kung gusto nyo naman, kung para sigurado, so meron tayong factors ng 120, so pwedeng natin ilista isa-isa, lahat yan. Tapos kailangan nyo makuha natin negative 34. So isa-isahin nyo lang. Pag sinabing positive 120, dapat dalawa yung factors niya. Dalawang pair, both positive or both negative. 120 and 1, So, isa-isahin natin. Kapag ito ay 60, kapag 3 ay we have 40, kapag 4 ay 30, kapag 5 ay ano ang partner ng 5? 15, and then we have 8 ay 12. O, yan yung mga factors ng 120. Tama ba? 12 by 8. 15 times 5. Mali. So, yan, mali ito. Ang 12 ay 10. So, sa 15 pala yung 8. Ayan. So, saan mo nang galing yun? So, ayun yung mga possible factors to, negative lahat. So, pag nakuha nyo lahat yan, negative lahat dahil negative yung 34, ito na yung kakalabasan niya. Negative 34. So, negative 30 and negative 4. By factoring. So, negative 30, and then we have negative 4. Okay? So, tapos, equate natin each factor to 0. So, equate each factor to 0 dahil quadratic nga siya, nakaka-factor. So, para maging 0, kailangan isa sa kanila or 0, or pwede naman parehas silang 0. So, dito na lang natin sa kabila isulat. So, we have x minus 30 equals 0, or x minus 4 equals 0. So, solve for x. So, add 30 to both sides. So, therefore, x equals 30, and then add 4 to both sides, x equals 4. So, isa lang ang sagot dyan. Either 30 or 4. So, i-reject natin yung isa. Hindi kasali yung isa dyan. Okay? So, kasi ang rate ni Joey, x minus 10. Ang rate ni Peter ay x. So, therefore, kapag ang rate ni Peter ay 4, yung rate ni Joey, x minus 10, magiging negative. So, therefore, ito ay, hindi ito pwedeng maging sagot dahil ang magiging rate ni Joey ay negative. So, therefore, the only answer is x equals 30. So, ang rate ni Peter ay, so rate ni Peter ay 30 days. How long would it take each of them working alone? So, Peter working alone ay 30 days. And then, Joey working alone ay 30 minus 10, 20 days. So, yan na yung sagot natin. Si Peter ay kayang tapusin in 30 days. Si Joey naman ay minus 10 lang. So, 20 days. So, kagaya nung kanina, check natin, ang sagot natin, di ba? Working together, 12 days. So, kagaya nung sabi ko kanina, yung technique, so para ma-check natin, kung parehas silang 20, kalahati ng 20 ay 10. Kung parehas silang 30, kalahati ng 20 ay 15. So, di ba, yung sagot natin, working together, 12, nasa pagitan nilang dalawa. 10 and 15, nasa pagitan 12. Okay? So, yan ang solusyon natin for number 2, ang rate ni Joey and Peter, 20 and 30, respectively. Next example, number 3. Okay, number 3. Working alone, Nica can complete the task in 100 minutes. Anna can complete the same task in 2 hours. They work together for 30 minutes when Rachelle joins and begins helping. They finish the task 20 minutes later. How long would it take Rachelle to complete the task alone? Okay, so analyze muna natin mabuti ang problem. Kuhanin natin ang mga rate ng bawat isa. So, working alone, Nica can complete the task in 100 minutes. So, ang rate ni Nica is 100 minutes. So, sulat na natin. Isa-isa ang kanilang bawat rate nila. So, Nica, we have Anna, and then isa pa si Rachelle. So, ano ang mga rate ng bawat isa? Okay, so si Nica, ang rate is 100 minutes. So, 100 minutes bago matapos yung work. 100 minutes. Si Anna can complete the same task in 2 hours. So, kailangan pag nagkasolve ng ganitong problem, pare-parehas dapat ang units. So, 2 hours, so ilan ba yung minutes sa 2 hours? So, that is 120. 120 minutes. So, minutes na lang ang gagamitin natin para pare-parehas. Parang mas mahirap pag ginawang hour kasi hindi eksakto yung 100 minutes. So, they work together for 30 minutes. So, they work together, Nica and Anna, for 30 minutes. Nauna na sila ng 30 minutes kay Rachelle. So, when Rachelle joins and begins helping, they finish the task 20 minutes later. So, nung nagtulong-tulong silang tatlo, natapos daw nila ng 20 minutes. So, tanong, how long would it take Rachelle to complete the task alone? So, hinahanap natin yung rate ni Rachelle alone. So, ang rate ni Rachelle, hindi pa natin alam. So, x minutes. So, let the rate of Rachelle be x. So, So since meron tayong tatlong persons dito, ang formula na gagamitin natin ay dagdagan lang ng isa. So 1 over A plus 1 over B plus 1 over C equals 1 over X. Or mas magandang gamitin dito yung pangalawang formula. Yung tandaan nyo ay time ni first person A over rate niya plus time ni second person over rate plus time ni third person, so yan, C over C is equal to Y. So, mas magandang gamitin ito. Dahil magkakaiba kasi yung time nila. Magandang gamitin yung isa, yung 1 over lahat, kapag parehas ng time. So, dito magkakaiba kasi yung time. Kaya mas maganda itong isang to. Okay, so kuhanin natin yung equation natin. Ilan ang time ni Nica, time ni Ana, at yung time ni Rachel na in-spend para matapos yung work. So, ang A natin, so that is for Nica, so 100 minutes. So, over 100 plus si Ana ay 120 minutes. So, over 120 plus si Rachel ay X. So, X equals 1. So, yan ang ating denominator ng ating rational function. So, kuhanin natin yung time spent by Nica. So, sabi dito, Nica and Ana work together for 30 minutes. So, nauna si Nica at Ana ng 30 minutes. So, lagay natin dito, meron na silang tig 30 bago tumulong si Rachel. When Rachel joins and begins helping, they finish the task 20 minutes later. So, ibig sabihin, nagtulong-tulong silang tatlo, 20 minutes pa yung na-spend nila. So, therefore, maglalagay tayo dito ng another 20 minutes, another 20 minutes kay Nica and Ana, and then si Rachel, nahuli siya. So, 20 minutes lang siya. Then, so, ayan ang ating working equation, just solve for X. So, simplify muna natin. So, i-add muna natin yan. So, we have 50 over 100 plus 30 plus 20. So, we have 50 over 120 plus 20 over X equals 1. So, parang pwede pang ma-simplify ito, no? Para mas madali, i-reduce natin sa lowest term. 50 over 100, that is equal to 1 half. Plus, dinivide lang both sa 50. 50 divided by 51, 100 divided by 50 is 2. So, ito naman, 50 over 120, divide natin sa 10, or simply, cancel lang natin yung 0. So, we have 5 over 12. Yan. So, para mas madaling magsagot, plus 20 over X equals 1. Then, multiply na natin by the LCD. So, ano bang LCD ng 2, 12, and X? So, ang LCD ng 2, 12, and X ay 12X. Dahil yung 2 pwede nang i-divide sa 12. So, multiply both by the LCD, 12x. Yan. So, multiply by the LCD, 12x. Okay, so therefore, we have 12 divided by 2. So, that is 6. Then, times x and 1. So, we have 6x. Plus 12x divided by 12. So, cancel out 12. So, we have remaining x and 5. So, we have plus 5x. And then, 12x divided by x. So, cancel out x. So, we have 12 and 20. So, just multiply 12 times 20. So, 2 times 12, that's 24. So, we have 240 equals 12x. Okay, so just solve for x. So, combine like terms, 6x and 5x. So, that is 11x plus 240 equals 12x. So, combine the x. We have 11x and then 12x. So, just subtract 11x minus 11x minus 11x. So, this will become 0. So, dito natin ipagpatuloy. So, we have 240 is equal to 12x minus 11x. O, tapos na pala eh, no? So, huwag na natin ilagay dito. Tapos na pala. So, we have 12x minus 11x. So, that will give us x. So, therefore, we have x equals 240. So, yan ang sagot natin. So, ang rate ni Rachel ay 240. So, this is in minutes. So, rate ni Rachel ay 240 minutes. Newbie lang siguro si Rachel, kaya ang tagal niya. So, we have 100 minutes for Nica, for Ana, 120, and then 240 ang rate ni Rachel. Okay? So, next example, number 4. Okay, number 4. So, a painter can do the job in 6 hours while his helper can do the same job in 9 hours. So, after the painter had worked for 2 hours alone, his helper joined him and they finished the job together. So, how long did it take them to finish the remaining job by working together? So, again, gagamitin natin ang formula na since we have 2 persons, so the formula is time spent by first person. So let's say the person is A. So time of A over rate of A plus time is spent by second person. So let's say B over the rate of B is equal to 1. Okay, so yan ang formula natin. Time spent over the rate plus time spent over the rate of the first person, second person equals 1. 1 is for the whole work. Okay, so let's analyze the problem. So given painter is for letter A and then his helper is for letter B. So the painter can do the job in 6 hours. So ang rate ni painter ay 6 hours. Okay? So his helper can do the same job in 9 hours. So this is 6 and this is 9. After the painter had worked for 2 hours alone, so nauna si painter 2 hours alone, his helper joined him and they finished the job together. Nauna ng 2 hours si painter. So how long did it take them to finish the remaining job by working together? So let's substitute all the given. So the rate of A is the painter, so the rate is 6 plus the rate of the helper is 9 hours, so equals 1. So time spent by the painter, so naunang magtrabaho si painter ng 2 hours. Tapos, yung time nila together, hindi natin alam. So parehas yung time nila together. So they finished the job together. So how long did it take them to finish the remaining job? So si painter nauna siya ng 2 hours. So therefore, let T yung job nila, yung time nila together. So this will become T plus 2. And then, for the helper is T. So, this is our working equation. So, just solve for T. Okay, so, multiply both sides by the LCD of 6 and 9. So, which is 6 and 9, LCD is 18. So, multiply both sides and solve for T. So, we have 18 times T plus 2 over 6 plus T over 9 equals 1 times 18. So, just solve for T. So, divide first, 18 divided by 6, so that is 3 times T plus 2 plus 18 divided by 9, so that is 2 times T, so we have 2T equals 1 times 18 is 18. So, simplify this, so we have distribute, so we have 3T plus 3 times 2, so we have 6 plus 2T equals 18. So, combine like terms, 3T plus 2T, so we have 5T plus 6 equals 18. So, combine 6 and 18, subtract 6 to both sides. Okay, so this will become 0. So, we have 5t is equal to 18 minus 6. We have 12. Then, finally, divide both sides by 5. So, cancel this. That is 1. So, therefore, the value of t is equal to, so just divide this. So, 12 divided by 5. So, we have decimal. Okay, so 12 divided by 5. We have 2, 10, 2, 0, so we have 2.4. So therefore, the time spent together is 2.4 hours. Okay? So final answer is 2.4 hours. Okay? Next example. Okay, so last example. We have a tank can be filled by pipe A in 3 hours and pipe B in 5 hours. So when the tank is full, it can be drained by pipe C in 4 hours. So if the tank is initially empty and all the 3 pipes are open, how long will it take to fill up the tank? Okay, so dito may iba ang formula natin dito. So yung kanina mga formula natin sa first 4 examples natin, puro plus kasi nagtulong sila. So dito magkakaroon ng minus. Kasi ang pipe A daw ay 3 hours para mapuno yung tank, and si pipe B naman is 5 hours. Pero meron tayo ditong pipe C. When the tank is full, it can be drained. Yun. So, it can be drained by pipe C in 4 hours. So, kaya isasubtract natin itong isa. So, dahil yung isa ay, so magtutulong yung dalawa, ito namang isa, yung pipe C ay pang drain. Yung dalawa pang fill, yung isa naman ay pang drain. Kaya ima-minus natin. So, ang magiging formula natin para dito ay magiging 1 over A, yung pipe A, plus 1 over B, yung pipe B, ima-minus natin si pipe C. Okay? Dahil pang drain si pipe C. So, minus. Equals 1 over T together. So, ang formula natin na gagamitin ay yung ganito para pare-parehas may 1 kasi sabay-sabay naman silang bukas. Magkakaparehas ng oras kaya mas magandang gamitin itong formula na to. Okay, so ano-ano ba ang rate bawat ng isa? Ang rate ni A ay 3 hours. Ang rate ni pipe B ay 5 hours. At ang rate ni pipe C ay 4 hours. Okay, so just substitute. So, how long will it take to fill up the tank kapag 3 pipes are open? So, together yung hinahanap natin to fill up the tank. So, just solve for T. So, substitute the values of A, B, and C, then solve for T. So, therefore, we have 1/3, 1 over 3, plus 1 over 5, minus 1 over 4, equals 1 over T. So, just solve for T. So, multiply both sides by the LCD. So, ano ba ang LCD natin? So, we have 1/3 plus 1/5 minus 1/4. So, multiplied by the LCD. 1 over T. So, what is the LCD of 3, 4, and 5? Simula tayo sa 5 and 4. 5 and 4, so LCD ng 5 and 4 is 20. Eh, meron pang 3. Di ang LCD nila ay 60. Or just simply multiply. 3 times 5, 15 times 4, 60. Tama ba? 60 or may mas maliit? So, wala. Hindi pwede yung iba. So, multiply by both sides by, meron pa palang T. So, both sides by 60, 60T. And then, just solve for T. Okay, so we have 60T divided by 3. So, that will give us 20T plus 60 divided by 5. So, that is 12. So, we have 12T. Minus 60 divided by 4, so that is 15. So we have 15T is equal to, cancel out T, so we have 60. Then combine like terms, so just add and subtract 15. So 20 plus 12, so that is equal to 32. Minus 15. O, parang mas madali ito. 12 minus 15, so we have negative 3. 20 minus 3, so we have 17T is equal to 60. Then, divide both sides by 17. So, yun ang sagot natin. So, therefore, T is equal to, so this is in hours. So, how many 17 are there in 60? So, that is 3. And, so that is 51, no? So, 3 and 9 over 17. So, this is hours. Okay, so this is the final answer. Or, if you want to convert in decimal, so, divide lang natin, 60 divided by 17. So, we have 3. So, we have 51, 90. So, medyo mahaba pa. I-calculator na lang natin. Or pwede na itong eksakto na ito. Fraction. 60 divided by 17. We have 3 or the answer is 3.529. So, 3.53 hours in decimal. So again, sa ginagamit na to kadalasan sa net review, civil service reviewer, parang medyo mahirap na to para sa civil service reviewer at sa entrance exam, yung iba. Pero para dun sa mga math major sa net, baka posibleng lumabas ito. Okay, so again, yung technique na kagaya kanina, kapag may mga choices, at tapos dalawa lang, try yung i-eliminate na agad yung mga choices, baka posibleng hindi nyo na-solve. Okay, so that's all. So sana ay may natutunan kayo sa video lesson natin ngayon. So please like, share, and subscribe. So kung ito yung first time nyo, please subscribe and hit the bell button para updated kayo sa mga susunod pang mga videos. Okay, so good luck sa mga magta-take ng exam, civil service, let, or entrance exam. So bye-bye!